Well, welcome, good people of Altadena. This is your host, co-host Brian speaking.
Another co-host, Jamal Smith. Welcome to Altadena Talks, episode 278, season 6. Our other co-host is out there taking care of business behind the scenes, as she normally does when she's not here, Miss Tony Bailey Rains.
Tony Bailey Rain.
That's right.
Tony Bailey Rain.
And today, we're going to talk about what's happening over the weekend and, whatever else pops up in our minds to see what we can talk about. Maybe talk about what annoys my daughter. I don't know if we'll do all that, but
nah, we better not. She'll be going off on you. We don't need no problems in our lives.
Right. She does that enough. What's that, Marcus? Buenos Friday. Good Friday to you, my friend.
Yes, sir. And happy Merry New Year.
That's right. Merry New Year.
Merry New Year.
I love that when he had that little horse, the little fly thing.
Yeah, the flogger.
Yeah, it's like, what the heck? People used to have those back in the day, too.
What did he say? He said something. One thing I forgot which. Oh, it was it was the golden child. He said, "My dear sweet brother Dempsey, I have done you a great wrong. I should be flogged. I should be whipped."
And when he spun that thing, can we have this? Please.
I like when he didn't spill the water and he goes, "Ha, Monty." He was like, Monty. I'm gonna tell you right now, I can recite majority of Eddie Murphy stuff because it was so funny. Every movie that he was ever in, he has a distinct thing that he will do.
Yeah,
and it's the eyes. The eyes are always. Just
because you're a businessman. You're doing business, right? Yeah, you're doing business.
Yeah, you always have his eyes. Why you want to come at me? Why you want to? That's gonna make me do an Eddie Murphy marathon next weekend. Well, one of the events coming up this weekend, and I might not be going to any other event, is the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
that.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm really interested in Bad Bunny. I never really focused much on him at all, so I'm kind of curious to see how the halftime performance goes.
I'm not watching that. I'm going to turn over to Turning Point and watch Kid Rock's performance on Turning Point.
It's funny. I was going to make a comment, something about that.
Sorry, I didn't know you were going there.
No. I wasn't going to say I'm going there. However, because there is an alternative halftime show, I'm curious how each performs compared to the other. I think it's, in my personal opinion, I think it's ridiculous that people are up in arms about, Bad Bunny. Anyone's up in arms, because Bad Bunny's performing at the halftime show. I mean, it's a different artist. It's different every single year. Just come on, give him a chance.
I mean, to us, it's getting better because it's more diverse. To certain folks, they wanted to stay country bound all the time, like as if country people love football. We don't know that. I know a lot of people don't want to see country every year. I don't. I want to see a diverse thing. I don't even know what songs Bad Bunny sing. I just want to see how the performance is going to be. We said the same thing about Rihanna when she was pregnant. We said the same thing about Beyonce's show. The only one that really, two people that I absolutely killed it, and I don't know which one to put number one, and that's Prince and Michael Jackson.
Well, you know who my number one is.
Oh, I know, it's Prince. But Michael Jackson did the first one in 93.
Yeah.
And it rained.
Yeah.
Prince did one, and it rained. Remember?
Yeah, when he was singing Purple Rain, man. It's
Right. I mean, it was the dopest looking thing. And then it messed. Kid Rock actually performed at the Super Bowl, but his performance got overshadowed by what? Nipplegate.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. But I was watching, I was looking at Facebook and I was seeing comments. This is so Turning Point is mostly the white majority people that follow that, right? It's based with baseball. But I'm looking at these comments and these are white people saying it to other white people. Why would I want to watch a child molester perform? Talking about Kid Rock, right? And people say he's not a child molester. Said, well, his lyrics said, young ladies, I like them underage. They call it statutory, but I call it mandatory. How does that
know about that?
Yeah, I remember those lyrics. And then, of course, how do you defend that? But these people will find a way. Oh, he's talking about 18 and over.
No,
well, he specifically says underage.
Statutory, rather.
Right. But here's the thing. In Vegas, 16 is considered legal for a young woman. She can go get married. She can do whatever.
I'm not surprised that they're cool with that. I will say this will be the extent that I'm going to go with talking about others related to that particular platform. There is someone in an amazingly powerful position for the second time that's a 35-time felon.
Now you like my little. This is what I'm gonna put up there when I want to say this word.
Folks, hey, you know what? Do what you want. I know where I'll be. Yeah, I know where I'll be, and let other folks do what they want. You don't have to critique it. You don't even have to comment about it. You do you. You enjoy yourself, and peace out.
They say it's they say they're gonna have more viewers than the Super Bowl, which I kind of doubt. But
yeah, that's kind of like the attendees of inaugurations and all that kind of stuff, and comparing it to other inaugurations, and we know what was better and bigger. And anyway, everything is supposed to be the best ever. It doesn't happen that way.
Well, Melania came out with a movie.
Who?
The First Lady.
Who?
Yeah.
Anyway. Well, speaking of that, there supposedly was this ad going around in Craigslist. It's probably fake, but supposedly in Craigslist offering people money to go see it.
Oh, I don't think it was fake. I think that they did say that it did have a good turnout. It made $7 million the first week, and they said a majority of the attendees were 75% older white women. That's what the statistics show. Right. It's not my opinion.
Right on. Hey, cool.
Okay, on to the announcements. That's enough commentary for the day.
Exactly, on that level. All right, so here we go. We're going to do the announcements if I can find the button. All right, here we go. All right, so today I am doing the whole sheboing boing of the announcements. We're starting early. We're getting them knocked out, and I'm doing something real quick here. Let me put the volume down here. There we go. All right. So, and I'm going to put the volume down a little bit on the music. Just a little bit. There we go. All right. So today we're going to start with the Altadena Community Center. This is where you get in-person help with the essential services related to the 2025 wildfires. They're open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. Then we have the LA County One-Stop Permit Center. They're at 464 West Woodbury Road, Suite 210 in Altadena, with walk-in hours Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30. And then they have also rebuilding consultation appointments that you can have for individuals or small groups. Those are available on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., as well as Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. You can also set up a Southern California Edison planner appointment, and those are Monday and Wednesday from 8 a.m. to noon. And the way you would do this or set up those appointments is you go to recovery.lacounty.gov/rebuilding/1-stop-permit-centers. And then LA County, for those who were unaware, are waiving and refunding some permit fees for homeowners rebuilding after the Eaton and Palisades fires. So it's basically, if homeowners have already paid your fees, you could potentially have them refunded. And if you yet to pay your fees, you could potentially have them waived. To qualify, though, you must demonstrate that you both owned and lived in your property prior to the 7th of January of 2025. Also, you must be working on an eligible project, such as the replacement, obviously, of your single-family home that was destroyed by either of the fires. That also includes accessory structures, garages, ADUs, pools, etc. Also, if you're doing a standalone ADU for temporary occupancy during the rebuild, that works. What's not eligible, however, are commercial, rental, multifamily, or temporary housing projects, as well as any property that was not damaged by the fires. Excuse me. Now, to actually apply for the fee or the waiver, you can either scan the QR code, or you can actually go to the website of recovery.lacounty.gov/fee-waivers-and-refunds. And once you get there, you can fill out the online form and either include it as an attachment via email to an email and send it to recovery@planning.lacounty.gov, or you can print up a copy and submit it in person to either the community center or to the one-stop permit center. And the nice thing is you only need one form because it covers all the departments. CalAssist Mortgage Fund is still providing some 3 months of mortgage payment relief up to a maximum dollar amount of $20,000. You can apply for those right now. Those funds don't have to be repaid, and it's free to apply. Grants are paid directly to your mortgage servicer should you qualify for this grant. Now, if you do apply, you want to go, if you're interested in applying, you want to go to calassistmortgagefund.org and be prepared to provide your mortgage statements, your bank statements, utility bills, your homeowner's insurance or FEMA claim, as well as your proof of income. Eligibility requirements are as follows. Your primary residence must have been destroyed or considered uninhabitable due to any qualified disaster from the 1st of January of 23 through the 8th of January of 2025. And this does include the Eaton and Palisades fires. You also must have owned and occupied your home with up to 4 units on the property, as well as meet the combined income limits of $211,000 per year. Now, if you need some help filling out the form or filling out the application, you can get help over the phone by calling 800-501-0019 Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can also get in-person assistance at 2 locations, one of which is the One Stop Rebuilding Center at 1828 Sawtell Boulevard in LA, or the Altadena Community Center at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. Now, this is available 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Now, also want to make sure that you guys are aware that the SBA assistance has returned. Locally, it's at location, the Eaton Fire Collaborative or the Collaboratory. It's at 540 West Woodbury Road in Altadena, open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Also, they're back at the Ronald Reagan Palisades Post 283 at 15247 La Cruz Drive in Pacific Palisades. Their hours of operations are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. And lastly, this not lastly, but this is the last time I'm going to make this announcement. As of last Sunday, the main library on Mariposa is closed for renovations and will be so for about 14 to 18 months. There are two branches that have extended their hours to kind of compensate for the main library being closed, one of which is the Altadena Library at Loma Alta Park, located at 3330 North Lincoln Avenue. They're open Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and then Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. They are closed on Sundays. However, Bob Lucas Memorial Library, located at 2659, is open Monday through Sunday. They're open Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, and then Sunday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And so there's an emergency rent relief program that is about to open on Monday, February 9th. It's for residents still recovering from the Eaton fire. Housing stability obviously is essential to getting back to their feet. So they're reopening applications for the emergency rent relief program, providing up to 6 months of past due rent, mortgage-related hardship assistance, and eligible utility cost coverage. This new round could potentially be up to $15,000 per unit, and the website you would go to apply and to get additional information is lacountyrentrelief.com. But again, don't apply until February 9th. And this is for tenants, and they can apply directly now. And then landlords who can still apply. And there are a few barriers faster than help. So they're serving the Altadena community with dignity and care. So again, this opens on February 9th, and I believe it closes on March 15th. But I'll get clarification on that next week. Just if you're interested and need the help, just make sure you go to it on Monday. And then the Altadena Chamber of Commerce and Civic Association is now accepting applications with the deadline being February 16th for the Shop Local $500 gift card grant program. It's open to all Altadena residents who are directly impacted by the fires. Previous applicants and awardees are eligible to apply. The $500 gift cards may be used at participating stores listed only on this website, shoplocal.la/recover-local. And to apply, you can scan the QR code or visit the website altadenachamber.org. My Tribe Rise is continuing their Adopt a Survivor program or matching fund drive, where they're trying to raise an additional $500,000 to get to $1 million raised, where they're going to continue to provide bridge funding for rent or mortgage coverage for up to 50 families. If you're able to help this initiative, please donate by scanning the QR code. And the Free Farmers Market is still going. I've apologetically forgot to put these up a few Fridays ago, but they are still going. So from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. or until supplies last. This is going to be at 3541 Brandon Street in Pasadena, California. Is put on by Together We Thrive, and they've been doing a lot throughout the whole LA area, and we're thankful they're doing this every Friday in Pasadena.
Brandon.
And the Soul to Soul Solutions and Jazzy Jams for Empowerment event for this Friday has changed in terms of the flyer that they have. So this is Super Bowl Friday. It is obviously the first Fridays. This Friday night, they're turning the water cooler room at Paseo into the ultimate game night kickoff. Whether you're here for the beats, the eats, the laughs, or the connections, they got you. So there's going to be a DJ spinning all night long, game day food and drink vibes, music, networking, good times, community, conversations, and new friends. So it's taking place today. This evening from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the water cooler, which is located at the Paseo, Colorado, 300 East Colorado Boulevard, Suite 150. Now to register, please go to info@jazzyjamfoремpowerment.org or if you have questions, you can reach out to 626-755-3057. There's a lot of stuff happening. So tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Altadena Community Center, which again is at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena, there's going to be a workshop covering how to hire a contractor. This workshop can help those rebuilding their home learn important tips from the Los Angeles County Department of Consumer and Business Affairs, the LA County District Attorney, and California Contractor State License Board about hiring the right contractor, protecting your consumer rights, how to avoid scams, financing your project, and understanding the mechanics liens. Again, it's Saturday 10 to 12, and to participate, you must register at februarycontractorsevent.eventbrite.com. Also Saturday at 8 a.m. Is the Altadena Cars and Coffee event that has been going on for 40 plus weeks. This is located at 749 East Altadena Drive. They say it's at the Bulgarini. This is, for those who are not aware of the Bulgarini, this is the parking lot where Rite Aid used to be. And this week, they're actually going to kind of showcase the Datsun 510 that Hippo was able to restore because of funds that were raised for him a couple weeks ago. So this is Hippo's 510 is actually going to be there. And then also tomorrow's free yoga guided by Yancey Cummins happening with the doors opening at 9 a.m. and class starting at 9:15 at the Pasadena Outdoor Mall, 300 East Colorado Boulevard, Suite 151, Pasadena. The yoga mats are provided and walk-ins are welcome. However, registration is encouraged at bit.ly/D as in Dina, H as in heels, -yoga. And then Eaton Fire Collaboratories Art and Culture Committee celebrates Dina's culture of Black excellence in art. This exhibit opening is happening this Saturday from 3 to 6. It's free entry for the public, emceed by Rashid Ali. This is taking place at the Collaboratory, which is 540 West Woodbury Road in Altadena. And the display will be there for you to see through March 31st, open Monday through Saturday. Now, at this event, there's going to be food, music, as well as the art. And then Silver Lake Track Club is presenting the Altadena to the Palisades 2026 fundraising run and bike ride to support ongoing fire relief in LA. This is happening tomorrow as well. If you're interested in signing up for the walk or the ride, you can scan the QR code in the bottom left. If you're interested in donating to help support this, you can scan the QR code in the bottom right. Then there's a mutual aid pop-up happening on Sunday, the 8th, from 11 to 2 p.m. at Underdog Bookstore, which is located at 312 South Myrtle Avenue in Monrovia. You would enter in the back lot off of Palm. They're going to feature free groceries, toiletries, baby items, pet food, and much more for anyone in need. No questions asked while supplies last. Plus, a free used book giveaway. Take a box to fill little free libraries or use for crafting. And then Project Passion is actually providing a microwave giveaway for Eden Fire survivors. It's at Harambe. It's going to take place with same time frame as their Freedom Store. So it's this coming up Monday and Tuesday, the 9th and 10th. From 9 to 4, and the location is 1609 Navarro Avenue in Pasadena. Please scan the QR code to register. Please note, though, that it's limited to one per household, and Altadena address verification is required. So bring your IDs. A couple more. The Legal Aid Foundation of LA has a FEMA appeals workshop taking place. It's virtual, so it's taking place this Tuesday, February 10th from 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. This is where you get to learn how to appeal a FEMA decision and your rights during the process. There'll be a presentation followed by attorney Q&A. You can scan the QR code to register. And then Dina Rebuild and Restore is having a Dina grocery distribution, providing free locally sourced produce at Harambe Ministries on February 11th, which is next Wednesday, as well as the 25th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at 1609 Navarro Avenue in Pasadena. And lastly, Jana Ketcher is going to run a workshop called Writing Letters as a Tool for Grief, where participants will learn about the therapeutic qualities of letter writing and how it can be a powerful tool for processing grief. This is happening next on February 11th, which is next Wednesday, from 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. It is for adults 18 years and older. It is now going to be at the Bob Lucas Memorial Library at 2659 Lincoln Avenue. And they do need you to scan the QR code so that you can register for this particular event. And with that, I bring Brian back in, and I am finished with the announcements for today. I'm going to pop off the screen for a quick second. Be right back.
Okay, and while he's doing that, I'll go ahead and give some special shout outs to I Am a Star, joined us on Instagram's Altadena Talks Instagram. And of course, as usual, Classic Ash is joined, along with Carolina Romo. And Our Society TV has also joined, along with Brandon. And my mom says congratulations on 278 episodes. You guys are out.
Thank you, Ms. Bucket.
Well, thank you, Mom. Appreciate the, your mom is going to be your only fan most of the time in your life. The true fan that's going to always come on and say something. You can, just like when you do your kids, same thing. You be the first one. Oh, that's my kid. That's my.
Oh, no, that's right.
I'm proud of my baby.
So let's talk about the Super Bowl. Not in the way we were talking before. What do you got planned? You gonna watch it at the house? Or you gonna go over someone's house?
Oh man, I got to go to Peanut's house because
that's right.
He's a Seahawks fan.
Okay.
So this is the grunge match. The grunge match.
I wish they can, get down to the last seconds and be down. Seattle be down on the 2-yard line, and I wish they could recruit Marshawn Lynch back
just
again
for that moment,
and this time run the damn ball. Don't pass it.
I just watched that replay, and he was wide open. Even if he wasn't wide open, if they would have handed the ball off to him, he would have been in there. They had a first down.
I know.
He had 4 times to get in there. Like, come on. He wasn't even going to take 4 times. And then right after that, he went right to the coach and laughed in his face because you know why they did that. They didn't want him to be MVP. And it was trying to really give Wilson the MVP, but it was forced. All you had to do was throw it to Marshawn. You would have got the MVP, dummy.
Right.
And then you sat there looking dumb. Like every fan in that stadium hated you.
Everybody was
doing something so dumb.
What?
That was shocking to me. I was shocked. Peanut didn't talk. He started going to burn his jersey that day.
No, that's right.
He really was. He was thinking about switching teams.
I just knew they were about to win again. Back-to-back championships. It was going to be on. I was like, yeah, they got. What the heck did they?
I know. I saw that and I said, why could you do that? Why are you trying to thread the needle? There's too many people right there.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense, man. That's crazy.
And you couldn't get a pass interference call because it was only 2 yards.
Right.
Dumb.
Yeah, you can get some contact within them 5 yards.
Yeah.
It was definitely going to happen there. So let's see. Yeah, I'm going to little family's house, watch the game, chill out for a little bit. It should be pretty cool. Yeah, it should be cool. I
can't wait till it's over so I can see what our team's going to start doing to build.
Exactly.
Because You guys are going to have the first pick, and you're going to go for a quarterback?
I don't care.
Because you're probably going to get the Heisman Trophy winner, dude, that won the state.
Yeah, but are they going to keep a coach around long enough so that he can figure out how to maneuver in the NFL, and adapt?
Well, don't you guys need a coach? Then you just release your coach.
Yes. After 1 year, they've had 6 coaches in 10 years.
We were talking to Mark Robb about that. Remember?
I do.
I was like, what? He thought they was going to end up keeping him too. Like, what happened?
He was like, how are you going to get rid of Pete Carroll after a year? Pete Carroll. Come on, dude. I'm with him though. That's been my gripe. That has been my gripe. Can't keep changing stuff up every 18 months and expect some success.
Never.
But it's gonna be
like having an employee like that.
Right. It will be interesting what happens though after, like you said, after the Super Bowl, what all these teams are going to do. We'll probably get a quarterback. I don't know who's going to coach him though.
So what is it? They got a trade deadline, then they got a free agency deadline, then they got the draft, right? Or
I think so.
In order?
I believe so, but I don't follow it like you.
Yeah, they try to switch. They try to get everybody switched around before they go to the draft, so they know who they need to go for. So it would be really strange if the Raiders start making trades and get a good quarterback, and then get in the draft and don't draft this dude, the quarterback that's going to go number 1.
Right. Well, they've done stranger things. So
I think the strangest ever draft that I ever saw was the controversy between Ryan Leaf and Eli Manning, because the Chargers had the number 1 draft pick and Eli was number 1. And he said, I'm not going to Chargers. I don't care what you say. So they drafted him and traded him.
Right.
Right? Like even before the next draft, number 2 draft came up, he was already, because that was the deal. He was going 1, and Ryan Leaf was going 2. Right. Or the other way around or something. But yeah, New York won on that one. Chargers got a bust quarterback. Ryan Leaf turned out to be garbage. The last time I heard about him, he had got arrested trying to steal drugs in Mexico. Prescription drugs. Yeah. He then sunk to the lowest of lows.
Damn.
I don't know why, but that's what it was. So.
That's too bad.
Yeah, that really is. Because you had, they gave you a ton of money.
Right.
Now that's, I really think they need to have financial literacy. I think not just that. I seriously think that every football player should get assigned a financial advisor.
Yeah, they gotta get one that is somehow tied to the success of their client. Because some of those financial advisors, people get them, but they're shiesty too.
I would want somebody to at least take 50% of my income and invest it every year. So that at least, and invest it in index fund, not Bitcoin and all the other stuff. I remember when Odell Beckham got paid in Bitcoin, and it was like 1.5 million, but then Bitcoin dropped a lot, so it was only worth 750,000. But then 3 more years later, it came back, and he started talking all kind of smack. Like, I told you, I'm like, hey, first off, man, you dealing with volatile money, currency, and right now Bitcoin is dropping. But if that's what you like, I'm not knocking anybody's investment hustle, not at all. I used to invest in penny stocks. To me, it wasn't a waste because it wasn't costing me much, like $50 for like 1,000 shares, something like that. But it's $50. I usually just buy coffee or something for the month, and I ain't talking about Starbucks. I'm talking about Denny's, $2.50 a cup. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
I do.
You figure 20 cups a month, I can invest in penny stocks. Hell, I can start making my own coffee for when I really wanted to swap evenly.
Hey, that's the best thing to do. But sometimes the convenience of just rolling down, especially if you're out and about and they just make it for you and give it to you. Sometimes that's the thing that people buy.
Well, every day at about 3 a.m., I'm at Denny's, zoning out for about a couple of hours, drinking some coffee, and just like this, right? And the waitress comes over and she goes, "You need anything else?" I said, "No, just to be left alone. That's all."
Right.
You don't have to keep coming by.
Just in my space. Right?
Yeah, in fact, let me pay already, so there's no reason for you to have to feel obligated.
Right.
And I just sit there. Sometimes I might buy somebody in there some food or something, because that Denny's harbors a lot of homeless people, and they're kind of nice to them in the middle of the night and let them come in there and get warm. Except for this one belligerent one. One day I came in there and he was going off. And there's a lot of females that work there at night. And the cooks are in the back, so I don't really see what's going on. And I had to kind of verbally escort this dude out the door. I said, number one, I'm going to get you some coffee, but don't come back in here. Right. Because you're already irritating everyone. If you want some coffee, just say that. I don't think they're going to have a problem with you getting it, but you're so belligerent about it. Like you already... that reminds me of my cousin. He used to always be militant and get fired from jobs because he always pulled the race card, even when it wasn't necessary. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, come on, man.
Shoot, even when it is necessary, you don't always need to pull it. I mean,
well, the thing is, I'm most of the time I was the only black person at every job I had because of the profession I'm in. And most black IT guys can relate. They're usually the only ones that have to come.
Dude, unless you're in most white collar jobs, there's very few folks. I've been probably the only black guy in a lot of my positions, especially the higher up I go, especially with management and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, the number of us really dwindles. However, I mean, you learn to adapt, man. You just do what you got to do.
I've never had those racist problems, though.
Nor have I. Yeah.
I've always had that inviting personality. Like, I'm non-threatening. Like, I don't scare you. Mm-hmm. I don't want to scare you. That's the whole point.
I will tell you that I did have one incident. I thought I had kind of the same kind of persona, and I guess overall I did. However, we were at an event put on by my company a couple companies ago. And there was someone, they basically, let me just surmise it. They basically asked me to act as a bouncer because of my stature, my size. And they're like, could you please, kindly help this guy out? And I was like, really? In the back of my mind, I'm like, really? You're
going to throw me under the bus and now I'm the one that's going to be the victim?
Right. I was like, okay. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, if stuff goes sideways, y'all are gonna have to pay for this because I'm going for mine. But it was a corporate event, so it wasn't. I was pretty confident it wasn't gonna go sideways. But it was just I think it was more because of my size than anything else. But it was just funny. Because
yeah, Marcus, you see that, right? He's sneaking in the little sips.
Hey, man. Come on, man. What you talking about?
I was so thirsty. I needed to drink that.
Yeah, me too. I felt like when you were talking about your hands were doing when you don't put lotion on.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, when you wash your hands as a black person, they get ashy real quick if you don't put lotion on. So my hands are usually, when I don't put lotion on, they go like this. It's like screaming for some moisturization.
That's what my throat was just now doing.
Yeah, mine too. While you were talking.
And I know we said we weren't going to, but speaking of ashiness, my daughter gets on me constantly because my knuckles are always so ashy. They don't start off during the day that way. It's just because, every time you go to the bathroom, you wash your hands. Now, I go to the bathroom a lot because I'm drinking, this all the time. I got a dog. I play with my dog all the time. I wash my hands afterwards. What?
I'll send you that video with the guy that was mocking the other guy, and he went out the room. And he was like, "I'm gonna drag my dusty knuckles."
I think so. Yeah.
And he said, young man, are you making fun of me? He said, yes, sir, I was. He said, come outside so I can pop you. He said, you gonna rape me in front of my friends? He said, no, I'm gonna beat you down the street.
Not just beating, but beating down the street. Woo.
That's a typical black statement. I'm gonna beat you all the way down the street. It started when we were little because my mom would be like, don't even come home because I'm gonna meet you at the driveway. I'm gonna beat you all the way to the house. I'm staying away for 3 days. I was 10.
Yes. She let him on.
I'm like, I'll be running from her because she can't catch me. I'll be like doing
some juking her out,
right?
Like breaking her ankles.
Like, so one time she said, if you could beat me back to the door, I won't give you a whooping. You didn't think I did like one of them Natron means rushes, like wham, just knocked her down. that was the only time I got to do that. She got up, she fell and her legs went all up in the air and stuff. And I was like, I made it in the house. I didn't even come back out and check on her because I think that would have been a trick. Snatch me down and start beating me. I was like, no. I went in the front door and went out the back door and hid around the corner until she went in the house, and then I ran up the driveway. This is when we was living behind the Davises on Mountain View. I ran up the driveway and down by Eric Bristol's house at the corner, Windsor and Mountain View. And I said, hey, man, what you doing? You playing video games?
let me stay here 3-4 days.
Right. Literally, she didn't know I was right down the street.
That's funny.
I used to tell her, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to call the police on you for child abuse. She said, how about I just take you down to 5 acres? Because we live like 4 houses down.
Yeah, I'll just drop you off. Yeah.
And then I said, well, at least I get 3 hot meals a day. She was like, boy, you don't get out my face.
That is funny. Oh, Marcus, you get the knuckle shame too. It's hard with these kids, man.
Why don't I drag these knuckles?
Yeah, I've been punching flour, but hey, that's kind of what it is, right? That's what it is, though. I'm clean. My hands are clean. They just are rusty, and it just kind of is what it is. But I kind of deal with it. But
water is a natural moisturizer. However, if your skin has that it just eats lotion, water ain't gonna help.
Well, it's also that soap that you use too. That can dry out your skin depending upon what kind you use.
I really think it's the water, not really the soap. It's hard water because we don't have soft water.
True that.
And Vegas used to have some of the hardest water I ever seen in my life.
It was pretty bad.
My hands used to be white. Like this side was the same color.
You can't even tell which way your hand is pointing.
They thought I was auditioning for Powder 2. Well, we have reached we're almost at 45 minutes. We got about a minute and 45 seconds to talk about something.
Yeah, are you gonna go to any of the events?
Outside of Jazzy, I'm actually gonna call Jazzy after I get on the phone. I think she wants me to film over there.
Oh, for tonight, yeah.
Yeah, and then tomorrow I got the Alumni Association meeting. I'm gonna try to go to Cars and Coffee early in the morning.
Yeah, I might try that one day. I haven't been yet.
Yeah, I haven't been yet either. And every time I get ready to go up there, I'm just doing something else. They're only there from 8 to 10. They leave real quick, so I always miss it. But I got a meeting at 10 tomorrow anyway, so I might go up there about 8:30, stay for about 30 minutes, and go to my meeting. There are a few things I was going to go to, but I'm going to have to look at the list again to see which ones. I know Sunday I won't be going to anything because I'll be in Kentucky. And that's a journey there and back in itself.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll be over there enjoying Super Bowlage and camaraderie with friends, old chums and comrades. And because there's going to be a whole bunch of people talking smack. I don't have a dog in this fight, so I don't care who wins. I'm shocked that the Patriots are doing as well as they are. They They were just destitute last year.
Oh, I know.
And now they have come alive. And I think, isn't Vrabel the first person to be a player and the coach of the same team he was on? Is he the coach of the Patriots?
Patriots, I think so. Unfortunately, I don't certain stats I don't pay attention to.
Yeah, I think that's what the case is.
I agree, Marcus. That's really, even when my team is there, that's what I really hope for, is a good game. And I know my team ain't been there for 20
he got awarded Coach of the Year.
Yeah, turn him around.
That's crazy.
Now, if the Raiders had him, they would have fired him after the Super Bowl. Even if they
didn't
won.
he get fired from the team the year before?
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that?
Probably. Crazy. Stuff is crazy.
Yeah, he got fired from the Tennessee Titans the year before. And then he took this team all the way to the Super Bowl. I know that these owners probably are kicking themselves in the teeth when they see that happen.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. How do you know?
You don't. But that's why you stick with a person instead of, he was at the Tennessee Titans for like 6 years.
Yeah, but see, that's a good amount of time. If you don't see any progress, I mean, that's more than enough time.
Sometimes
I think if you don't see any
coach.
progress, yeah, that's true. But if you're gonna fire a coach, give him a good 4 to 6 years before you do so. Let him figure something out.
Well, actually, he was at he left Tennessee in 23 as a head coach. He went to Cleveland Browns for a year, and then he went to the Patriots.
Mm-hmm. Hey, everything aligned correctly for him with the quarterback and the offense, the defense, the special teams, the whole thing. Congratulations to both teams. Like Marcus said, I just hope it's a good game. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna drink a little something. I'm gonna eat a little something. Should be fun. Might smoke on a nice stogie.
I was hanging out at the Eagles last night and bought 2 rounds for the whole spot because I get like that sometimes. However, it didn't kick me in the teeth like it does at Rancho.
And even Rancho was nice compared to like the Colorado or.
Oh God, I would never ring the bell to Colorado. Actually, the Colorado is not expensive from what I heard. They have decently priced. It's right next to Pooh Bah's, right?
I know, yeah, but I heard it must have changed because I've heard
it's
many people
supposed to be
say
a dive bar.
Okay,
I'm gonna try.
What's up, Hightower? Sitting with you, bro. Happy Friday.
You know how we do it, Mark. We don't have a dog in the fight, but I know Mark probably going to be at Lanier's. He got that nice community room where they can stretch out.
If he's doing something there. I didn't get a group.
Neither team were in it, so most of the time you ain't gonna do it unless your team's in it. That's why Vina's doing it, because his team is in it. You usually host. So I'm gonna give you a prime example of hosting. I was gonna watch the Super Bowl of 2006 by myself, right? 2005 by myself, right? This time I was living up in Santa Clarita. Here comes my neighbors. Hey man, we want to do a Super Bowl party at Charles. Now, mind you, the Steelers are in it. So, of course, and it's against the Seahawks. Of course, I wasn't going to watch. I said, under 2 conditions. I said, what? Y'all bring all the food and you clean up. I am not doing it. So I went upstairs. Remember that big, giant TV that I ended up giving you? Mm-hmm. The plasma that was heavy as hell?
Oh, super heavy.
I brought that downstairs and set that in the fireplace cove. And I had the big box TV over there back in the corner. And it was the best Super Bowl party ever. It was just all of us guys from the neighborhood. And everybody came over. Liz was there, but she didn't really participate because there was no ladies there. So it was cool. People brought food they made. One guy brought his homemade chili, which was great.
Nice.
And we all sat out in the backyard afterwards and had beers. And yeah, it was cool. I miss my house. Don't get me wrong. I miss the bills that came with it.
Yeah. I miss that Vegas house though for sure.
Oh yeah, me too. I love that Vegas house. That was a lot of fun. I tell you, that was the gathering spot.
Yeah, we had a family reunion up in there.
You
Had
know
all
what's
kind of fun
funny?
there. That was nice.
When I was living up there, nobody would come visit me when I lived in California from out of state. But when you're there, they was like,
when you're
"Oh
in
my
Vegas,
god!" Because I would tell them like this: I was like, "Look, don't even worry about getting a hotel. There's 5 bedrooms here, unoccupied. So bring your family, whatever." I had put that invite out to a lot of people. I said, if you give me the money for groceries, I cook for y'all. I don't even care. I'll fry fish. I'll make spaghetti. I'm just happy you here.
Yeah, when you live in Vegas or a city kind of like that, like a touristy place, you don't have to worry about people coming out.
They're going to be there, anyway.
And they're going to call you like, "Hey, we're in town, or we're going to be in town. Let's link up." That's why. That's one of the things I liked about being out there.
Well, when I used to live up there, I know a lot of my female friends would call me and be like, "Hey, Brian, we're coming up there. Like, can you hook us up with some clubs?" I said, "Oh, you ain't said nothing." I get them all on lists and everything. And then they'd be like, "Why don't you come out with us?" I'm like, "I don't really go out."
Yeah, you're like, "No, thank you."
I did that when I first started coming up there years before all that. Sometimes that gets boring. If you're not from there, you don't live there, it's great. If you live there, you get tired of that.
Yeah. And if you want to, you do local stuff. Because they got the local casinos and local pubs.
I was just about to say, one thing I didn't get tired of was my boy calling me at 3 a.m. from PTs talking about, "Hey, come over here and keep me company. I'm falling asleep. You can have pizza. I'll give you beer, whatever." I'm like, I'm there. I will walk from my apartment to the thing. 7 o'clock in the morning, coming. I'm drunk and 7 in the morning, but I'm walking home. Not driving.
Yeah.
Because he gets off at 8, so he's like, "Thanks." I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Just put a couple of dollars in the Keno, and that justifies me giving you stuff."
That's I love that. Because back in the day, you got your food and your drink for free. Now you just get your drink for free if you're gambling.
I remember you made a lot of money on Keno.
Oh yeah, it was fun. All you had to, because I played a quarter at a time. And then, if every other time or every 2 or 3 times I hit 400 to $1,000, that'll keep you going for a while. I think I sustained myself with the same. I started with $300 one year, and I didn't dip into my account ever again for that whole year because I kept winning. It was actually pretty good. It was fun.
What was cool was I was dating this one girl up there, and her birthday, it was 2012, and her birthday is October 11th, so it was 10, 11, 12. So I played my birthday and her birthday on Keno and won $800. And she was sitting right there. And I said, "Oh, this is going to pay for the whole date. Now we can go do something else." It like, happens, I can't believe you won. I'm like, "No, that was because your numbers was on there, huh?" I wouldn't won.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, man, hopefully you have a great time tonight at the Jazzy Jams thing. Let me know. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna call you later if you need help. I might be able to come help you.
I'm not really gonna be doing nothing, but I'm not doing fancy schmancy. I'm walking around my cell phone on the tripod.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, I'm not taking. I'm not doing that until the Black History Month Festival at Jackie Robinson Park. That's the 21st.
Yeah.
The 21st.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be doing that then. But other than that, trying to figure out what events we're going to actually really do for the next 12 months. I got to look at the parks calendars and the Chamber of Commerce out in Pasadena, so we can see where we can fit in at for participation in some of this stuff.
Very cool.
And don't forget, people, this is the same month as Valentine's Day. So, and it just so happens that Valentine's Day is next week, next Saturday. Next Friday is Friday the 13th. And you know what other significance is about that day? That's my dad's birthday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
February 13th. But Valentine's Day is going to be weird if people are going to do an NBA All-Star Weekend. I know the Century Club is doing a reunion on the 15th at the Sunset Room. So get your tickets now. They're cheap. They're like $30.
Hmm.
You don't
That's
get them
a bargain
now.
nowadays.
Yeah, but it's standing room only $30. You know how to get you. It's bottle service.
Mm-hmm.
But
right.
Who knows? I might do something. It's the same setup that it was when we went there for the SP pre-SP.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you remember that? You remember the Century Club, Marcus? That it's the production that ran it. Icon Entertainment and all the DJs that was there, all the MCs that were there.
Not the actual club itself.
No, they're just called. So if you want to get tickets, it's centuryclubreunion.eventbrite.com.
So you said it's at the same spot we did the pre-SP where Marcus was the cameraman and got his arm all sore from holding.
I know. I finally had him. He was a trooper. I appreciated him that day. I had to give him a rest. I said, "Oh wait, man, you know why I noticed he was having the issues? Because I have issues with that. So I said, let me save him. Pulled the extension out and set it down, and I said, just watch it. You ain't got to touch it no more. Because you should see it. He was like
leaning on the wall. He said volunteer abuse.
Right. And you know what? I'm trying to get the mic right, and
it was a fun learning experience, man. I think everything we did this past year was definitely a learning experience, and we did have fun. I look forward to us doing an actual event. Very similar, maybe not similar, but kind of like what we did for the Day of Thanks.
I actually want to do something similar to what they did. That would be awesome, but I don't want to do it in Hollywood. If I could get like the one side of the Civic Center and we do something there, that'd be perfect.
Yeah,
something like that. Just like an awards type thing. Not really awards type thing. More like a fundraiser. Just come out, have some performances. I know Brandon. Lamar has groups.
That Brandon too.
Well, Brandon might know some people, but yeah, a little, or did you use the whole bag? How long did you stay in there until you really got wrinkled like a prune? Because I know I fall asleep in hot water, man. I'll be like,
yeah.
Dude, it's almost as nice to drive home and do what I did the other day.
Right.
Actually, that's not such a bad idea because I'm going to have to be over here at this event. And I've been up since 4 a.m. So, I had to install some stuff for a couple of clients, CPA, dealing with this patent, responding to that. Not the patent, but the trademark.
The trademark, yeah.
Just a whole bunch of paperwork. And I got clients and on the phone with people, and just it's been busy. But I'd rather have busy than idle.
Oh, of course.
You start being idle.
You're never idle, though. No. You personally are never idle. And
when I'm asleep, I'm dreaming about stuff.
Yeah, I was up an hour after you this morning because my mind was going crazy.
Yeah, sometimes you need to wake up and listen to the noise and get it over with.
That's right. Well, hopefully people get a chance to go to some of the events we talked about today, tomorrow, and Sunday. We did mention quite a few things that are going to happen next week, and we'll obviously talk about those again. And I want to wish everybody an amazing rest of your Friday and hope you have a great weekend.
And let me know if you think the Super Bowl is or not. I like this little thing. It looks like chocolate ice cream, but it really ain't.
Right. And a little smile throws you off, like, oh.
Talking about, hey, glad to be out.
I know I said we're going to leave, but that reminds me, I saw this post yesterday. Have you seen the ones where the parents trick the kids when they're like, hey, I need some toilet paper, and the kid gives them the toilet paper, and they...
Yeah.
Man, this little girl, I swear, and the caption tells it all. She went through all the emotions. She went first from shock, then from fear, then to anger, then to laughing. I mean, she went through the whole shaboing, and it just cracked me up. I'm gonna send it to you later, but I sent it to
I've
Kira.
probably seen it.
I mean, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. I don't know. That thing just reminded me of it. Anyway, hey, have a great one, everybody. We appreciate you. Thank you for supporting us, and we'll holler at you on Monday. All right, peace out.